price pressures are changing the way Daniel Commons does his food shop.
Cutting down on the fresh vegetables and really just cut that out, and now I'm actually buying more frozen stuff than fresh stuff.
The single dad has to keep a close eye on his grocery bill as the supermarkets increase prices.
You buy some 1 week on special and you know the regular price, and then once it comes off special it seems to go up a bit in price, and I think that they're kind of pocketing it where they could probably make a bit less profit in the meantime.
Analysts say double-digit jumps in the big two supermarkets' profits are unprecedented. Woolworths Group posted a hefty 14% increase in net profit after tax in the first half of FY 2023 to $907 million. Coles' profit also jumped up 17% to $643 million.
I think what they show is that they're managing their cost bases probably better than what they have in the past, and probably a little bit better than what we'd expected. So that's what has driven the better profit outcomes versus our expectations.
Woolworths says the improved profit margins are because their COVID-related costs have shrunk, not because they're profiteering from inflation.
Absolutely not. We work on behalf of our customers to help them get the value they need to manage their everyday lives. We're acutely sensitive to this issue.
Coles' incoming new boss, the first female CEO in the company's history, conceded rising costs are being passed on.
What we are constantly balancing in that process is what is the right value position that we want to have for customers versus how much we need to pass through into price.
There's evidence consumers are pulling in their belts as they opt for cheaper alternatives.
Red meat prices aren't growing, but they're still very high. And so the way our customers are dealing with the elevated red meat prices moving into chicken, and in some cases into things like canned tuna.
Despite the very healthy profits, the two majors, which account for almost 3/4 of the sector, are losing some market share.
I think you'll see Aldi win a bit of share, and we think that's starting to happen now because they're a cheaper place to shop, and the same with Costco.
The latest numbers from the ABS show why cash-strapped consumers are bargain shopping. Wages rose 0.8% in the 3 months to December to 3.3% for the year. The growth was driven by the private sector, up 3.6% in 2022, as the divide between public sector pay widened. It's up 2.5%. The growing gap between inflation and the wage price index is hurting people's purchasing power. The Australia Institute says that gap saw people's real wages drop 4.5% in 2022, which it says is the largest fall on record. The latest wage numbers are below the Reserve Bank's own forecasts. And while the RBA did consider a 0.5% rate increase at its meeting earlier this month, some economists say these latest wage numbers being below expectations mean the next rate hike probably won't be supersized either. Small relief for shoppers like Daniel as higher costs continue to bite.